Ang payapang pampang ay para lang sa mga pangahas na sasalunga sa alimpuyo ng mga alon sa panahon ng Hunos. Luwalhati Bautista, dekada 70. Look what's happening around us! War, hunger, poverty, epidemics. Tapos nung iniisip natin pagandahan, my God, Pilar! Ang importante sa tao ay ang kabuuan niya bilang tao. Hindi kung maganda ba ang mukha niya o makinis ang kanyang binti. Luwalhati Bautista, bata-bata, paano ka ginawa? Yan daw alak at gamot at pagkakaape, nakakasanayan. Kalaunan daw, hindi ka natatablan pa. Pero hindi yun totoo. Lalo na sa kaso ng pagkaape. Gapo, Luwalhati Bautista. Sabi ng nanay ko, yan daw totoo, di raw dapat ikahiya. Eh kung magnanakaw ka, di mo ikakahiya. Sabi ng nanay ko, kung ikakahiya mo, huwag mong gagawin. Luwalhati Bautista, bata-bata, paano ka ginawa? Kung sambahin kasi natin ang US products, talo pa natin ang pagsamba sa Diyos. Gapo, Luwalhati Bautista. Welcome to the Basic Concepts of Stylistics featuring Luwalhati Bautista. Let us begin on the foreground. Luwalhati Bautista dramatized the temper of the time using explicit images, language, and scenes. The novel's action revealed only around a single family, yet she managed to infuse the domestic conflicts among brothers and parents with convictions. In the novel Dekada 70, from the 70s until the lifting of martial law in 1981, and even beyond that, the character named Amanda were privy to the increasing awareness of injustices around her, the socio-economic and political issues hidden from sight, and her emerging political and feminist principles. These two principles becoming inseparable and closely tied together. Therefore, the novel written by Bautista also shadows military rule, vigilant killings, and social unrest, which lets the reader to witness a freak history. There were some wrenching scenes that seared into the mind, yet there were simple moments in the book that were equally hard-hitting in their emotional tenderness. Moving on to the intertextuality. Dekada was squarely in the tradition of Jose Rizal's 19th century protest novels against Spanish colonialism, the Noli and Fili, because it dared to question and critique the ruling power of its cohorts, and because it presented a forceful synthesis of abuses, corruption, and violence under martial law. No other novel had so lived up to its titular era as perhaps no other could have proposed its own truthful and hence subversive aesthetic of resistance against a dictatorship regime. Moving on to the genre. Luwalhati Bautista gained notoriety when Dekada 70 came out in 1984 after having shared the grand prize for the Palanca Award for Best Novel 1 year previous. This novel about a family drastically affected by forces beyond their control was a national narrative of resistance against the Marcos dictatorship, against its repression of individual and societal rights and liberties. Although the novel was first published in and edited form in 1984, Dekada 70 anticipated the 1986 EDSA revolution that toppled President Marcos from power. In one of its deft, toxic touches, it was precedent in detecting a major change in the air. Like, naiisip ko lang naman. Wala sanang magalit sa akin pero naiisip ko na kailangan na nga yata natin ng revolusyon. Characterization. Since Luwalhati Bautista was a writer known for her honest realism, courageous exploration of Philippine women's issues, and compelling female protagonists who confront difficult situations at home and in workplace with uncommon grit and strength, and Bautista's novel entitled Dekada 70 and Bata Bata, Paano Ka Ginawa, this both depicts female roles of a mother. Meanwhile, in the point of view, Bautista's novels were mostly written during martial law and are commonly themed by exposition of injustices and chronicling women activism during the Marcos regime when martial law was declared. As herself, as a woman, the writing style of Decada or Luwalhati Bautista was considered as controversial during its time because some passages in the novels written by Luwalhati Bautista was written in Tagalog. It is a mixture of Tagalog and English words. There were language purists which must have felt discomfort at the threat to the purity of the Tagalog vernacular and so failed to acknowledge the realist style of Bautista's language. Her writing was also deemed unpolished for its straightforward, colloquial dialogue and presentation, even it's how Filipinos talk then and now.